Welcome, Deep Diver. We are really thrilled to be your guest hosts today.
Definitely.
And trust us, you'll want to put on your networking hat for this one. It's a crucial deep dive.
Yeah, we're on a mission here.
We are. We're digging for gold nuggets, really invaluable insights from Mel Kaufman's life's work.
Specifically from his book, Strategic Executive Research, The 10 Miracles Approach.
Exactly.
And our job today, well, it's to distill the absolute core principles from Mel Kaufman's insights. We're zeroing in on those 10 research assignments.
The ones that form that critical foundation for strategic networking.
Right. And we want to give you clear, actionable steps, things you can literally use right after listening.
And Mel makes a pretty bold promise, doesn't he?
He does.
He says these methods will put you head and torso above your complacent competition.
Which is quite a statement. It's about really standing out.
Genuine differentiation, not just, showing up.
Yeah.
So let's get into the heart of it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so when we talk about real networking success, Mel Kaufman is crystal clear. It starts way before any handshake.
Long before.
It begins with profound strategic research, but, everyone thinks they're researching online these days. How do you genuinely cut through all that noise? What's the secret ingredient he points to?
That's really the core question, isn't it? And it's a great one. What Mel emphasizes is, look, this isn't just about collecting a list of facts or stats.
Right. Not just a checklist.
No, it's about deeply understanding a person, understanding their world, laying the groundwork for connections that actually mean something.
Meaningful, not just transactional.
Exactly. That deep understanding lets you show up not just informed, but genuinely insightful, almost like you've been part of their world for a bit.
Absolutely. And that leads us right into the first foundational principle from Mel Kaufman's research approach. Number one, as Mel says,
Figulum?
good. Now, a lot of us might think, well, duh, that's obvious. But what's the hidden layer? What specific signals or deeper stories are we really trying to find that most people just skim over?
Yeah, it's way more than just finding their LinkedIn or a basic bio. It's about piecing together their whole professional story.
Okay.
Looking for public statements, maybe on industry challenges, any personal passions that pop up in news features, or just consistent themes in how their career unfolded.
So you're looking for drivers, their worldview.
Precisely. Not just the resume points. For instance, finding a pattern of them being involved in tech startups versus, say, big established corporations. That tells you a lot, right?
About risk appetite, innovation focus.
Exactly, which directly informs how you'd frame your value prop to them. Here's an action example. Before a virtual meeting, search for recent company press releases. Or maybe social media updates from that specific executive.
To find a hook.
Yes. It gives you an immediate, relevant conversation starter. Shows you actually did your homework.
I can totally see how that shifts the dynamic right away. It's like you've already found some common ground, or at least common language, before the real talk starts. So, okay, once you've mapped out their public presence, Mel then shifts focus. Something equally key for authentic connection.
Yeah.
Speaking their language.
Right.
Which brings us to number two, learn the industry jargon. Now, why is speaking their specific language so critical? Isn't, general good communication enough?
Well, speaking their language, it signals genuine engagement. It signals respect.
Okay.
When you use those industry-specific terms and use them correctly, it positions you differently. You sound like an insider, not some outsider just poking around.
So it builds credibility fast.
Immediately. Credibility and trust. So take that sauce industry example again. If you're meeting someone there, maybe familiarize yourself with terms like churn rate or onboarding flow, maybe API integration, stuff relevant to their product.
Makes sense.
It just makes the conversation flow better, more effectively. You're literally, on the same wavelength.
Fascinating. Okay, so from the digital world and language, Mel takes us somewhere more tangible. This one might sound a bit old school, especially now. Number three, drop by the executive's office.
Right. Sounds bold.
It does. What unique, irreplaceable insights can you really get from a physical visit today when so much is remote?
You're right, it sounds bold, maybe even impractical sometimes. But Mel argues it offers this irreplaceable qualitative data, stuff digital research just can't capture.
Like what, specifically?
Well, a quick physical visit, if it's appropriate and possible, of course, lets you observe the company culture firsthand. You can sort of feel the atmosphere.
Is it buzzing?
Yeah.
Quiet? Formal? casual.
Exactly. You might notice small cues in the environment, maybe the decor, that tell you something about their priorities, their values. These aren't just random observations, they're data points.
Interesting. Give me an example.
Okay, say the office is all open plan, lots of whiteboards, people collaborating. That suggests a culture valuing innovation, teamwork, right? So that informs how you frame your proposal, not just on its merits, but how it helps collaboration or speed. Conversely, a super quiet, formal place maybe suggests precision, established protocols.
So your approach should emphasize reliability, structure.
You got it. It helps you tailor your whole approach.
That makes perfect sense. It's about soaking in the environment to grasp those intangibles. Okay, let's look at number 4. Pick up a brochure.
A brochure.
Yeah. In this age of websites, social media, endless digital stuff, what value does Mel Kaufman see in a humble brochure? I mean, seriously, who reads brochures anymore?
It's surprising, isn't it? But a brochure is often a very curated piece of information.
Curated how?
It usually contains the company's official, distilled message, their mission, core values, key offerings. It's what the company most wants to project about itself.
Ah, like their official story.
Precisely. Websites can be huge, overwhelming. A brochure is focused. It's their carefully constructed elevator pitch in print.
Okay, I see.
Look at the language they use around, say, customer benefits or their unique selling points in that brochure. It tells you immediately how they position themselves and what they prioritize. It's their concentrated sales argument.
That's a really useful distinction.
Yeah.
Okay, moving from brochures, number 5 is pick up some collateral material.
Right, expanding on that.
So what other collateral material should we be looking for? And what deeper insights can that offer beyond the basics in the brochure?
Yeah, beyond brochures, think about things like white papers, case studies, maybe sales sheets.
The more detailed stuff.
Exactly. This material gives you more in-depth info about their specific solutions, the challenges they solve for clients, their success stories. They often reveal technical capabilities, the methods they use, the detailed results they achieve.
So how do you use that?
Well, for example, if you can identify specific pain points their collateral addresses for clients, then you can tailor your approach to show exactly how you can help solve those same problems. You're speaking directly to their existing strategy.
That's incredibly specific and very actionable. Okay, number 6. Learn the name and position of the executive attending.
Seems basic, right?
It really does. Like basic etiquette, almost too fundamental to be a whole research step. What makes it a gold nugget in Mel's framework?
It does seem basic, but
Yeah.
Mel lists it because, frankly, it's the absolute minimum requirement for any professional interaction. And you'd be surprised how often people get it slightly wrong.
True.
It's not just knowing the name, it's ensuring accuracy. It demonstrates attention to detail. It shows fundamental respect.
Getting it wrong can sink you fast.
Instantly undermines your credibility before you even start talking. It's about nailing the fundamentals every single time because it signals your overall professionalism.
The action is simple. Double check.
Yeah. Double check the exact spelling, the formal title right before the meeting. Shows you care enough to get it right.
Makes perfect sense. Attention to detail signals respect.
Yeah.
Okay, so why then does Mel suggest number 7? Learn the names and positions of other executives in upper management. Why cast a wider net?
Good question. Casting that wider net gives you a broader understanding. The organizational structure, maybe even some internal politics.
Context.
Yeah, context. It helps you identify potential influences, key stakeholders who might not be in the room, or even future contacts.
How does that help in the moment, though?
Well, if you know who the executive reports to, or maybe who their key peers are, you can frame your conversation better. Think about how your proposal benefits not just them, but maybe their boss's goals, or the overall company strategy.
So it shows you see the bigger picture.
Exactly. A systemic understanding, not just a narrow focus on one person, lets you anticipate broader objectives.
Okay, this next one. This feels like a real game changer for understanding industry dynamics. Number 8, obtain periodicals from their association office.
Yes, this is a goldmine.
Why? Why are industry association periodicals considered such a rich source?
Because these publications, they reveal the prevailing trends, the hot button issues everyone's talking about, the common challenges, the thought leadership within their specific industry or professional group.
So it's like an inside track.
It really is. It's like getting a direct feed into the conversations that matter most to them, often before that stuff becomes general public knowledge. They'll highlight achievements, regulatory changes, new tech shaping their field.
And how do you leverage that?
Mentioning a recent article or a hot topic from their association's latest publication during a conversation, it instantly shows you're informed. It demonstrates you understand the currents of their world, not just their company.
Powerful stuff. Okay, so after you've done all this work,
Google them, learn the jargon.
yep, observe the office, grab brochures, collateral, got names right, looked at the org chart, dug into periodicals.
Yeah.
What's the critical next step? Number 9. Carefully study all the material collected. What does carefully study really mean here?
This is where the real strategic magic happens. Synthesis.
Synthesis, okay.
It's not enough just to collect all this stuff. You have to connect the dots, identify patterns, cross-reference everything you've gathered, understand the big picture.
Look for consistency, or maybe inconsistency.
Both. And look for areas where different bits of info reinforce each other. Here's an action tip. Create a brief summary doc for yourself. Compare, contrast information from the different sources. Find potential gaps in your understanding, or pinpoint the key areas for discussion where you can add the most value.
So turning raw data into actionable intelligence.
That's it, exactly. Finding the story within all the facts.
Okay, and finally, our 10th gold nugget, number 10. Ask others in your business community what they know about the firm, the executives, and upper management.
Ah, the insider scoop.
Right. How does tapping into this informal network give you valuable intelligence that, formal research just can't?
It's all about the power of qualitative, real-world insights. Formal research gives you the official story, right? But word of mouth, that can provide invaluable details about reputation. What's the actual company culture like, not just what's on the brochure? Maybe specific executive preferences or quirks, communication styles.
Things you'd never find online.
Never. These are nuances only someone who's interacted with them can provide. So reach out to a trusted mentor, maybe a peer in your network. Ask for their general impressions, any past experiences they've had with that company or executive.
That anecdotal intel.
It can be incredibly powerful in shaping your approach.
Yeah.
Gives you that human edge.
Wow. Okay, when you lay out all 10 like that, it becomes incredibly clear why Mel Kaufman makes that strong assertion. You'll be head and torso above your complacent competition. He even says, unless your competitors have studied the little miracles, this method of research has never crossed their business brain.
It's a powerful claim, but as you said, it makes sense after hearing the steps.
It really does.
And it's profoundly true, I think. This level of detailed prep, it offers a significant, undeniable competitive advantage. Most people do superficial research, maybe, if any.
Right.
But by committing to these 10 assignments, you move way beyond superficial connections. You get to truly impactful engagements. You show up as someone who's deeply invested, knowledgeable, respectful of their time, their business.
And that makes all the difference.
It really does. In building genuine rapport, achieving your goals.
And Mel Kaufman throws out another really intriguing statement, one that stuck with me. Every audience is predictable.
He does, yeah. And it connects directly back to this research process.
How so?
What Mel's suggesting is that with this thorough preparation, by applying these 10 research steps, you can, largely anticipate an audience's needs, their core interests, even their potential reactions.
It's like you know their world.
Exactly. When you know their challenges, their industry, their goals, your approach becomes far more effective. You're not just guessing anymore. You're responding to a pre-understood reality. You can almost predict what they care about most.
Allowing you to tailor your message with precision.
Precisely.
So bringing this back to you, our listener, why should you really internalize these insights, put them into practice? How do these miracles, as Mel calls them, translate to your day-to-day professional life?
Well, look, these principles are just universally applicable, aren't they? Whether you're prepping for a huge job interview, a critical sales pitch,
Negotiating a partnership.
or even just looking to expand your professional circle. This deep dive into Mel Kaufman's research approach, it arms you with the tools to demonstrate genuine respect, real thoroughness, and an actual interest in the other party's success.
And that kind of preparation.
It's always well received. It sets you apart immediately. It builds bridges of understanding before you even need to cross them.
Exactly. So that's our deep dive into the power of truly putting on that networking hat and committing to this really strategic level of research, all outlined by Mel Kaufman.
And maybe here's a final provocative thought for you to chew on. How much more impactful could all your interactions be, not just networking, but everything, if you applied even just a fraction of these 10 research assignments?
Imagine the doors it could open.
The relationships it could deepen.
Yeah. So if you want to put these actionable insights into practice right away, remember you can download the bonus content workbook and the free app we mentioned.
Yep, check the video description for the links.
And we genuinely love for you to comment on your experiences or share any wins you have from putting these gold nuggets into action.
Absolutely. Let us know how it goes.
And for real retention, to make this stick and find even more nuggets as you gain experience, make sure to re-listen to this. Maybe again tomorrow, next week, even next month.
Repetition helps lock it in.
It really does. And if you found value in this message today, please share this information with your own networking circle. Help grow your influence and theirs.
Spread the knowledge.
And of course, don't forget to click like, subscribe, and definitely hit that notification bell so you know immediately when Mel's next gold nugget is dropped right here.
Stay tuned for more.
Now go put on your networking hat and grow your business.